Continuing the fascinating story of Taj Mahal, Episode 2. The wishes fulfilled by Mumtaz Mahal. The emperor and loving husband felt such intense pain that he wanted to die with his wife. His sadness was so deep that he locked himself in his rooms for 8 days and 8 nights, without eating or drinking. Upon leaving, Jahan ordered that mourning be observed throughout the kingdom, prohibiting colored clothing, playing music, using perfumes and jewelry, and even prohibited smiling among the subjects. Jahan locked himself in the palace in his grief and did not reappear until a year later, very old and, to the astonishment of his subjects, his hair and beard had turned white in just a few months. Although Mumtaz's body was initially temporarily entombed at Burhanpur, in a walled garden known as Zainabad, originally built by Shah Jahan's uncle, on the banks of the Tapti River, the emperor never intended to leave her entombed there. In 1631, Mumtaz's body was exhumed and transported in a beautiful golden tomb, escorted by his son Shah Shuja and imperial princess Jahanara Begum, to the city of Agra where the imperial palace was located. Once there, Mumtaz was buried in a small building on the banks of the Yamuna River until Jahan finally complied with the first of his wife's requests, and, unfortunately for him, the only one the emperor could comply with. Jahan set out that Mumtaz would have the most beautiful tomb the world had ever seen, thus paying homage to his beloved that would last forever and ever, and he succeeded. With that idea in mind, the emperor ordered the construction of the Taj Mahal complex of buildings, which is generally translated as Crown Palace or Crown of the Palace, although historians claim that its designation is nothing more than an abbreviation of the name of Mumtaz Mahal. The location chosen was the curve of the Yamuna River that reaches Agra from the north so that its waters reflect the changes in light from the white marble walls of the palace whose construction lasted 22 years, ending in 1653. More than 20,000 workers they participated in the construction of this tribute to love according to the plans of a council of architects from India, Persia and Central Asia, although it seems that the real inspiration was the emperor himself. The master builder was the Turkish Liestat Isa, and legend has it that, when the building was finished, Jahan ordered his hand to be cut off to prevent him from repeating a similar work. The best materials were used for its construction regardless of their place of origin. Everything was little for his beloved. One of the legends surrounding this beautiful story is that more than 1,000 elephants transported the fine white marble for its walls that was brought from the quarries of Rajasthan. Carts pulled by oxen, buffaloes, and camels brought to Agra the jade and crystal from China, the turquoise from Tibet, the lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, the chrysolite from Egypt, the agates from Yemen, the sapphires from Ceylon, the amethysts from Persia, the coral from Arabia, malachite from Russia, quartz from the Himalayas, diamonds from Golconda and amber from the Indian Ocean to decorate the walls and rooms of the mausoleum.